Welcome to Hip Hop Culture 2010. Today we're going to explore hip hop and ask a few questions about what hip hop means. So to you, what did hip hop mean to you before you came to this class, and how is that different from what it means to you now?
Well, it means a lot more to me after taking this class. I remember on the first day of class thinking hip hop is just another form of music, but it's a lot more than that now. I went into hip hop culture, with a lot of assumptions, and maybe I should have reassessed that. And now I look at hip hop more as a form of expression. And even today we were talking about socially conscious rappers and how they try to initiate social and political change. So I think before and after, I definitely have evolved a lot in what I exactly think of hip hop music in general.
I never really acknowledged before this class that there were specific messages intended for the audience to hear, but now I'm more likely to critically analyze songs and listen to the deeper message and what the artist is actually trying to tell the listeners.
I just thought it was a bunch of guys getting together, being cocky and rapping about whatever, but now I understand that it's like the expression of a culture, and it actually has a ton of meaning, and more than any other form of music or anything does, like in our world today.
Yeah, I think a lot of times it was just music, like everybody said. People were trying to rhyme and sell records, but at this class I saw that a lot of messages get across through hip-hop, a lot of emotions are displayed through hip-hop, and it's really a lot more than music, it's lifestyle, it's everything.
Yeah, and I thought hip-hop was just music, and now I realize that it's a culture, and there's like dance and DJing and many more aspects of it.
Okay. With this class going into it and coming out of it, actually, since it's almost the end, what can you take from this class that you can apply to outside your life, outside the classroom?
For me, this was kind of a tough question, but I guess looking at it, because a lot of times you go into things with stereotypes and with assumptions, and so I guess from now on, before I assume and make stereotypes on other people outside of the class, or on other aspects of the world and outside of the class, I can maybe stop, forget what I'm going to think for a second, and reassess it, and maybe come to a better conclusion.
Well, just like I said before, like the lyrics have like a message, and it's a way of expressing oneself, and each rapper song is a reflection of their culture and the individuals that live within it, and real life problems are addressed, and our society can become more aware of these problems and these issues, and I think a lot of people need to become aware of them, and they think that it's just a song, but a lot of times it's real life. And the more people that are aware and conscious of the everyday problems and struggles that people face, there's a better chance that changes can be made and improvements can be made to some people's lifestyles.
I think I'm a lot less judgmental than I used to be. Now I appreciate things when I first see them, even if they're new, so I think a little bit differently than I used to, at least.
Definitely think a little bit differently. Like I said, hip-hop's not just music anymore. You can see that it's a lifestyle. You can see the people that produce it, the people that listen to it. It affects their everyday life, and it makes you respect that lifestyle a lot more. Makes you less judgmental of that lifestyle. Makes you a lot more understanding of other people, and you don't just judge people. You listen more carefully to the music, to what people are trying to say.
Yeah, I agree with all of you. A lot less judgmental, and stereotypical, leaving what everything is and look into things more.
I think we could all agree that, with hip hop, it's not just you just listen to the song and you automatically take it off just because maybe it's a Soulja Boy song. You actually sit down and you listen to the lyrics. And that goes with everyday life. Like, you listen to people. Like, you don't judge them just by outside, just looking at them, seeing what they look like, what they sound like, the way they look, the way they dress. You actually sit down for a second, you actually listen. And if you give it a listen, that's what I'm going to take. I'm going to stop stereotyping, because, you give them a chance to actually speak and actually say something that maybe you've never heard before, and maybe could change your life for better or for worse. But if you give that person a chance to be heard, then that's a big step towards progression. So to sum up, you can see that there's many viewpoints and discussions that can derive from hip hop. I think we all can agree that hip hop is revolutionary, and it will continue to grow for generations to come. And we have the video to prove it.
Yeah.